It's your girl Nurse T coming to you with the video on a little motivation to the students who are probably in the nursing program, who have probably hit a rough time where they might have failed a class and need a little inspiration of why not to give up. So if this video is interested to you, then keep on watching. Alright, so I won't be long with this, but I thought it's important for me to share this. I was actually going to make a video on something else today, but I had a little pop-up because I'm subscribed to a person on my YouTube channel. And on the pop-up, she talked about how she failed something and she felt like the whole world was watching her. Her family was praying for her. People at her church was praying for her. And it's just very important to be very transparent, to be honest, and to just be open with the people who are praying for you, because you never know who can be going through the same thing and they probably feel like they're alone. Well, I wanted to make this video and I thought this was a perfect opportunity to say this, because where I'm at now and where I started my program off, I wouldn't have never thought that I would hit that hump along my program. There was a time when I was in the program, at the very beginning, like I said, I studied. When I first started my program, I studied. I used to approach my exams as if I was preparing for the NCLEX, because I knew I never just wanted to study for the exam. I wanted to study as if I was studying for the NCLEX. I wanted to be prepared. I wanted to study to retain, not just to memorize. So I always feared that big test at the end of the program, because I always felt like if you do all of this stuff and pass all of this, if you can't pass the NCLEX, I'm not gonna say what's the point, but I don't want to be taking the NCLEX over and over and over, because number one, it's too expensive, and number two, a lot of things are riding on it when you finish a program. Sometimes you have jobs lined up, just the most. But anyways, I said all that to say that there was one particular class in my critical care class. I think I basically lost focus. I felt like I pretty much took the class for granted. So they always told me that when you take med-surg, critical care was like med-surg on steroids. So anytime before I took a class, I would research the class and kind of look and see, well, what's the chance of me failing this, or what are people saying about this class. So I always went into a class with fear, as if I can fail it. So with that alone, it ensured me that you need to jump in with both feet. So when I got to critical care, however, because I did so well in med-surg, I basically was like, okay, if it's critical care, if it's med-surg on steroids, then I should be fine. So when I went in, I gave the exact bare minimum, and what you put in is what you get out. So although I went in and I believe I passed the class barely with that basically I passed the class still. So I passed the class, but I had to take my final, which was the HESI, because they always put different portions of the HESI for the final exams. So basically I took the HESI final, and I didn't pass the HESI final, and because it weighs a certain percentage, it took me under to where my ending score was like a 75.94. And if you go to Chamberlain, they have this thing that you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot. You could pass the class, but if you do not pass the exam, or you could fail the exam and score high in the class, to where as long as you have a 76 or higher, then you can move on to the next class. I had a 75.94, and so with that alone, I had to retake that class. So that just let me know, don't ever get too comfortable and sell yourself short. Jump in with both feet. Try to go for the highest grade ever, because you never know what can come up to where you might miss a test, whatever might happen. You might do bad on the exit exam, whatever it might be, but you want to always have that cushion to fall back on. So go into the program, go into that class, giving it your all. And then not only that, like I had a person that I knew very dearly that basically gave me the advice of, well, since you didn't pass that class and you got one more chance, you might as well just go do something else. And I'm like, so keep positive people in your circle, because had I taken that advice, I wouldn't be making my videos today, and I wouldn't be the nurse that I am today, and my patients wouldn't have that opportunity to encounter me as their nurse. Okay, I'll take anything else from this video today. Always remember to keep striving for whatever it is you want. You have your goal set. You start your beginning of the semester off with, hey, I want to make an A in this class. I'm going to make an A, and then you set your mini goals. Okay, I'm going to practice 75 questions a week. I'm going to make sure I do all my blueprints, and I'm going to listen to my recorders. I'm going to make sure that I do my concept maps. I'm going to, whatever it takes, so that you can give it your all, because remember, what you put in is what you get out. And when you're in the nursing program, you want to give it all you got, because at the end it will pay off, especially when you take your NCLEX. All that concept, the concepts you're learning, you will need it at the end, and it would all pay off. So if you fall short, pick yourself off, keep going. I don't care to say content. The content that you absorbing through the program, you will have it well known when you get ready to do your NCLEX. But yeah, just always remember, as I gave nursing tips in my other videos, always surround yourself around positive people. Stay motivated. Have affirmations up. Already know and claim that this is what the grade you desire, and do what it takes. What is my plan? I plan to make an A. That's my goal. But what's the plan? What am I gonna do to hit this goal? So while you're in the class, you could reflect back and say, well, am I doing this? Am I doing XYZ? If so, then you gave it all you got. Because if you don't, then if you have to take the class again, you don't know what you need to do different in order to be successful the second time. And remember, there's no such thing as the perfect student. We all have that one moment in life where we might hit that failure, and it's what you do afterwards. I mean, it's okay to cry. You worked hard. You got this far along. Cry about it, and then get up the next day and don't make that same mistake again. What you do different is what would determine whether that was a mistake, or whether this is just something that you were built for. And it's not. You could do it. You could do anything you put your mind to. So stay focused. Keep your eyes on the goal, and just know that you have it in you, that you can do it. And with all that being said, I just wish you the best in whatever class it is that you're taking, and just know that you got it already. You got it. Your name is on it. You don't want the world to know.